Yeah, guess who's back? It's back chat. Back chat's back and I'm better than ever. Gonna post content no matter the weather. Hard work, dedication, Floyd Mayweather. Bomb squad, about to put the game on a stretcher. AJ had a couple of off nights. Root switches, lights off and Usyk hitting with straight rights. Canelo chasing greatness but came up short. Javonte Davis knocks out Rolly, man, that's what I thought. Terence Crawford pound for pound on everybody's list. The big fish gonna do the talking with his fist. Teofimo still planning the takeover. Haney, Shakur and Davis are taking the game over. But guess who's back? I said guess who's back? Man, guess who's back? So we got the lightweight division. I'm going to go through this really quickly. Ryan Garcia, very quick, fast reflexes, quick hands. He's tall, he's a big guy. It's going to be difficult to deal with his movement and his jab. I think his reflexes are good, but I think it's going to be his downfall because I think he'll get caught by one of the sharper fighters because his defense is not great and he tends to rely on his reflexes too much. Lomachenko, one of the best to ever do it. I think he's getting a little bit old now. I think that he's one of the best, but the reason why I think he gets beaten by the absolute best in the division is because I think he's just a bit undersized. I think he just gets, some fighters just have a bit more power, like Devin Haney. I think he's just a bit bigger. And as you saw, the next fighter that we're talking about, Lopez, was just a little bit bigger, and that's why you saw Lopez beat Lomachenko. I think he's just a bit undersized, but that's not taken away from his amazing skill. Kambosos, very ferocious, just like his name, the Emperor. I think he's a good fighter, very underestimated. Quick reflexes, a little bit too much on the front foot, and this is the reason why he comes unstuck against, classy fighters like Devin Haney. And I think Shakur Stevenson, the same kind of thing. Classy fighters with good range will beat him, just like the fighter that we're talking about here. Shakur Stevenson's great amateur, very technical, patient. Going to be difficult to beat him for anyone, I think. Up and coming rising star. Then we're going to go on to Javonte Davis. We all know about him. Hard hitting, good amateur career, fast reflexes, good defense, good attack. He hasn't got many issues at all. I think he probably comes unstuck to Devin Haney just because of that jab. Controlling the jab, controlling distance. He knows how to tie up Tank on the inside, and I think in the end he'll just control him with that jab. I think his jab is just amazing, and his control of distance, I think, is going to be the difference between him and Javonte Davis, which is definitely one of the best fighters. But I personally think that Devin Haney's the best. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me because he's been hit, by Linares, shook him up, and some people say he hasn't got power and stuff, but I think people are overlooking his skill. He fights very much like Mayweather. He's originally from the Mayweather gym. So you see that Mayweather style. That style I'm talking about, that very defensive style that the Mayweathers have. He was taught that style by Mayweather's father from a very early age, and you can see it in his movement, everything, the shoulder defense. He doesn't really do the shoulder roll, but that shoulder defense, that control of distance, moving around the ring, using his legs. You saw how frustrated he made Kambosos. And Kambosos is a good fighter. I think he'll do that to someone like even Tank. Tank is a great fighter, and he knows how to close down distance. He definitely has the element of surprise. He's got that power, he's got that speed, and he can get a knockout out of nowhere. So I think he's one of the most dangerous in the division. I think, to be honest, Tank probably only gets beaten by Devin Haney. I think Tank even beats Shakur Stevenson. I think he beats Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia is a great fighter and he's a really good fighter. But I think, like I said, his downfall is going to be his when he's defending, he uses his reflexes, and I think that's going to be his downfall against someone like Tank. So just to recap, Ryan Garcia, good fighter, gets beaten by Tank Davis if they fight. I think he gets outclassed by Devin Haney as well, just outgunned in the end. Physically, I think Devin Haney is probably a little bit more powerful, a bit more experienced, so I think he beats him as well. I think Devin Haney beats Lomachenko just because he's naturally the bigger man. He'll control that range. He will have a lot of trouble with Lomachenko, but I just don't think Lomachenko's powerful enough to really finish the fight, and I think Devin Haney eventually take over with that jab and landing those punches. I just think he's undersized as well, as I said before. Then you've got Shakur Stevenson's the dark horse. He's coming up from 130 to 135 pounds. Him and Ryan Garcia would be a good fight. I have no idea who'd win that, but if I had to stick my neck out, I think Shakur Stevenson just edge him out a little bit. The same kind of thing. Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney fight similar. They have that control range. They're very patient, and I think they just start to take over after a while. So at the moment, I put Devin Haney number 1, Javonte Davis number 2, Shakur Stevenson's number 3. Ryan Garcia number 4. I think Ryan Garcia probably beats Lomachenko. That might be a bit controversial, but I think so. Then I would say Lomachenko. I would say, maybe Lomachenko, because I think Lomachenko would beat Teofimo in a rematch. Or might have a good chance of beating him, but actually, I take that back. I'm not sure. I think he may have a good chance of beating Teofimo if they had a rematch, but Teofimo was still the bigger man. Teofimo is even going up to 140 pounds, so as you can see, the bigger man obviously will make it difficult for Lomachenko. But I put Lomachenko roughly about there. I think I said number 4 or something. Behind Ryan Garcia, behind Javonte Davis, and that's what I would say. But yeah, I think Devin Haney is the dream, man. I think he's the best. His style might not look the greatest, but it will frustrate everyone. I guarantee you. Everyone will fall to that style that he has, and is just going to outgun people. Just like the way Mayweather beat a lot of people who are more powerful. Manny Pacquiao, who was faster. It's just his timing, his distance control, the way he makes you reset. I just don't see anyone having an answer for that. So yeah, I think Devin Haney is the best. He's going to prove that he's the best. He will have some amazing close challenges by all of the people mentioned in this fight, but eventually I think nobody beats him at the moment. Man, guess who's back? I said, guess who's back? If you enjoyed my video, please consider liking or sharing and subscribing to my channel. Thank you.